What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Flight Sim Deck. Today we're in the Discus-2b, which is a German glider, and it's just come out free for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we're going up to see what it's all about. We're at Notodden Airport, and we're going to stick to that area right now. It's an area I knew I would return as soon as gliders came out, since it's got a nice glider scene over here. So we're going to go up, do some simulated rope breaks, show you what a stall looks like, and just do some overall landings in the region. Now you have to download this Kinetic Assistant, and you connect to Microsoft Flight Simulator that way. And then you have a winch, arrow tow, catapult, arrestor cables, and thermal settings. I can't get the arrow tow to work, so we're just going to do the winch launch today. You have several options for that, but we're just going to attach the cable, and then you just hit the parking brake to launch, and then 5 seconds from that point, you'll be in the air. That's right, we've hit the parking brake, and that cable is about to launch us. We're going to do a rope break at about 400 feet. Alright, and we're off. 100, 200, 300, and 400. And we'll go ahead and cut that cable. Go back to the field with 400 feet above AGL, which is something you can do if you really just want to practice your landings in the glider. You can just do rope breaks. You can do rope breaks all day. I've been at fields where people have just practiced those the entire day. So it's a good way to get landings in really quick. 400 feet is usually a pretty generous amount of altitude to get back to the runway. So you can practice with that, maybe 500. But yeah, this is an excellent glider for free, and they're still going to be developing it. There's a lot of things on the list they want to add. We have this nice opening with the trees up to our, coming up on our right, so we're just going to fly it through there. Still have an excess of about 200 feet to go. And then once you get to the point of landing, you really just control it with the spoiler, almost in the way you would control it with the throttle. But if you want the plane to sink, just give it some spoiler. If you want it to float up a little bit, just ease up on that spoiler. Then it's all rudder and stick. We are on our second one, about to turn base. Still a little bit above 300 feet. But yeah, I love doing these. These are fun to do. Could do these all day. I'd go a little lower. If it wasn't for these trees, I might attempt a 300 foot, but we're just doing 400 today. Slow it on down. That was a good one. Kind of got my landing almost where I want it to be. Just you don't really want to flare it too much, so I still have to work on that. That touchdown was a little better though. Alright, so now we're going up for a normal launch. If we had the plane towing us up there, we could go a lot higher. but you can also just spawn yourself in the air if you're worried about that. But for now, we'll get the winch taking us up there to a couple thousand feet, AGL, and I want to show you guys some stalls. So a stall in this plane seems very realistic to the German glider that I flew in. Where you just pull back on the stick, the nose rises, and then it just sinks and drops back down. Very much like water. I like to compare it to water, how it looks. It feels the buoyancy of water pushing something down that floats and how it pops right back up. It is a lot how this works. That's pretty much a stall. I mean, that's just a simple example of that. It's fun to try. It'll be nice to follow where this glider goes. It's awesome that the first one ends up being a free one, and exciting to see what other developers will do and how quickly this stuff is being figured out. Because I'm a big fan of gliders. I love gliding and that type of flying, so it's just another tool in the box for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And what a beautiful sim to use this with. I actually went and used it at the place I've glided at, the only place in Tehachapi, California, and it looks exactly like that place. I would have glided there in the video, but I wanted to try this area too because it's very beautiful. One of my favorite Orbx sceneries that I've checked out. And we're just going to slowly make our way in for one more landing in this video. We'll have to get back to Tehachapi actually once the aero tow works. We can use that. We can go up to about 4,000 feet or more and show you some flying around there. Just start lining up with the runway. Any of the replays you've seen today have used FS Playground, which is a new replay system, still in the works. It's a little choppy on replays, but it gets the job done, at least letting me debrief some of these. Let's see if we can put this one down on the money. Alright. A little too much flare. It's a habit I gotta break with this one. This one I haven't found the right area to put it, the nose. But yeah, that is the glider today. Let's go ahead and pop the canopy open since we're done. Turn off the battery. Get that canopy. Beautiful day. You can smell the fresh air. Right, here's those landings I was talking about. FS Playground at play here. But yeah, guys, this has been the 2B glider. 2B continued with more videos soon, especially as it progresses. Really love to check out that aero tow. This is Innsbruck, one of my favorite places to glide. You can take off from the grass strip and land back there, and you also have some great mountains to ridge soar here. So definitely check out Innsbruck if you get this. That's one of the fun places to do it. Also New Zealand, Switzerland, places like that. So hope you guys have fun with this. Thanks for checking out the video. Take care.